What is up, my witchy friends? Hi, welcome. I'm Jade, and this is Jaded Raven Witchery. Thank you so much for being here. Today, I want to talk about, basically, this is kind of like a part two of the bare bones basics of the magic and manifestation and meditation. I'll put a link to that first video in the description box below. Basically, this is going to expand on some of the visualizations I was giving there. One of the main things that's really important when you are sitting down and doing these visualizations is going to be your postures, and that can really vary from person to person. I prefer a straight back chair with my feet flat on the floor and my hands resting on my thighs. That is a preferred way that I like to meditate and do visualizations. Some people like to sit cross-legged for meditation. I do meditate that way as well sometimes. What to do is relax myself, and the way that I do this is I'll start just doing my rhythmic belly breathing. So on every inhale, instead of my lungs and my shoulders going up and down, my stomach will expand. And if you practice this type of breathing for just a little while, it becomes quite easy. It's really the way we are supposed to breathe. I make sure I'm doing these full belly breath inhales and exhales, and I will do different counts to these. Inhale for a count of 4, and then hold it for a count of 4, and then release it for a count of 4, and then pause again for a count of 4. You can do that and get this rhythmic breathing going where you're doing the good belly breaths and you're doing the count, and that is a good way to just focus your mind and calm yourself. An exercise that I want you guys to get creative with, and what I'll do is give you a whole bunch of different examples I've seen. So this is, getting rid of any problems or stressors. Great thing to do before any meditation. You can see them as balloons that you let fly away. You can see them as being dumped into a well, floating away downstream. You can go to a private place in your mind where there is maybe a cliff that overlooks the sea where you can dump your problems. A grassy, beautiful meadow with an old, cool looking well in it where you go to dump your problems before you meditate. That is a great idea. You can do this before you do your grounding and connecting and centering exercises. It is really helpful, or you can do it immediately after. You can set up a practice, whatever is comfortable for you for these visualizations. There are some who say that it's best to dump your problems first and then go into your grounding and tap in, connect, or tune into your higher self. So yeah, that probably is a good idea. So get creative with it. Make it your own special place where you go to dump these problems. And then maybe even afterwards, sit and meditate there in your little mind space for just quiet reflection, or visualize your own personal space and whatever it is. Get descriptive with it, Is it craggy Moor Cliffs of Scotland? Is it the Fey Mounds of Ireland, or the Amazon in South America, or the Nile in Egypt? Is that where you're dumping your problems? You can visualize this in a creative way. It's going to get you to practice visualizations and being creative with them in your own way, and also setting up your own personal system and visualizations that are unique to you, based off of what other people have done and other practices that have worked for others. You can just make every single thing specific to you in some way. I am exhaling with my mouth and inhaling with my nose. Once you've become accustomed to the way and that count of breathing, what you can start to do is allow yourself to relax. You're going to picture yourself as you are sitting, where you are sitting. Picture your surroundings and yourself in as much detail as possible. If you're having a hard time envisioning all your surroundings, just focus on yourself for now. Yourself and wherever you are seated. And now picture a ball of white light energy, or clouds, misty clouds of this beautiful white light energy, okay? And you're going to notice that with every inhale, they're coming closer to you. Try pulling them towards you. And now slowly start inhaling all that bright white, sparkling light. See it fill up your energetic self in your mind's eye. With every inhale, take more of this white light into your being until your whole body is glowing with it. Now see this white light extending down through your crown chakra and all of your chakras, extending up and down. So you're going to focus on down first. The white light beam go through the layers of your house as well as you can picture that, and down into the earth. Grow them as far and wide and deep as you possibly can. Stretch all the way towards the core of the earth. And try to use your clear senses to sense the earth with these energetic roots. Feel it. Touch it. Spread your roots like fingers and feel the cold, damp earth and rocks, caves, tunnels, solid rock even. Your roots, there's no stopping them. They can go through it. Roots are persistent. So start exchanging an energy. Once you feel the energy of the earth and you can feel the earth and its cold dampness, its warmth, these different pockets of energy, and you can start exchanging energies with the earth. Getting a nice earthy energy exchange going, grounding and earthing your energies. Now that that connection is good and strong and going, kind of bring yourself back to your little center self, like we talked about in the first video, and focus on now pushing that white light up through your crown chakra. And maybe you can do both simultaneously. With some practice, you can. But I like to focus on them individually. And so grow those tree branches up into the universe and spread them out all the way to the heavens above, these planets, other galaxies, as far as you can. And now you can sprout leaves on all of these limbs and branches and feel the celestial air. Feel that void of space, cold and dark, but yet lit up with brilliance of our solar system, and a multitude of others, an infinity of others everywhere. So many stars. And you can start soaking up all of their energy and knowledge and doing an exchange of your own as well. Tap into that celestial energy, that higher self energy. I also find that it is helpful to associate certain sounds with these things. I actually have, I should bring it here, but beautiful tinkling bells. A singing bowl is good as well for, whenever I hear tinkly, high-pitched bells, that to me is celestial energy. And while the earth has more like a deep heartbeat drumming. So they each have their own yin and yang energy, and it's quite interesting how different the energies will feel once you you start using those senses of visualization and seeing things clearly and feeling them, smelling them, touching them, right? Those are some expansions on the bare bones basics. That's some things that we can do for meditation to allow all of our problems to drift away before or after we go into these certain spaces, depending on what we're doing. It's certainly best to get rid of any issues, let them go away, and if they come up during your meditation or visualization or whatever it is you're doing, allow them to float away or fly away in the same way. Envision it going along downstream or down the well or off into the atmosphere, wherever else you envision your things going, okay? You can get creative with it. You can picture them flying away as like beautiful like lit lanterns, right, burning and flying away. There's so many ways you can get creative and original with this kind of stuff. So let me know what you think. What are your favorite practices? What do you enjoy doing to kind of quiet your mind? Are there certain visualizations that you like to do or to use on a regular basis? It's also important to, you know, first of all, be emotionally have things together while you're doing magical practice, or preferably before, because you need to be focused and concentrating. You can't really have a lot of issues and stressors coming up while you're trying to stay focused. You know, your mind really has to be able to stay focused, because these simple meditations and visualizations, mastering certain things like that, can literally open the realms of the astral plane and all sorts of different amazing things. But the first thing that you have to do is master self-discipline and focus. Be able to focus for long periods of time and visualize being able to do this in a way where you don't have issues and problems coming up, and you can remain undisturbed and really train your brain to get into this mode. And it will get easier as you practice. You will find that with certain, especially if you associate with certain sounds and smells, so certain incenses, certain bells or drums or gongs or bowls or whatever it is that you like, can really help if you make sure you do it as a simple ritual, lighting your incense and or your candle and bringing out your, what the things you're using. Your brain will start to make these associations as soon as they hear the bells or the bowl. It will get easier and easier to slip into that trance-like state that becomes so powerful. So let me know what you think. If you have any issues, if you have any questions, please do not hesitate to ask. Yeah, I am here to help in any way I can. Alright? So, thank you guys so much for being here. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe for more. And I hope to see you guys next time. Alright, much love to you all. Bye!